Side of Black Podcast, episode 88. It's Naylor in here, and of course, I'm never alone.
Leah J might be in the building. I don't know.
What up? What up? What up? It's Usher.
Sun's out, racing's out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Leah's hairpiece over here.
Not
Oh my gosh!
Not the peas.
I grew this in 3 weeks.
I've been swinging this thing for the past 15 minutes.
I grew this in 3
Not the
weeks. Y'all don't like it? Switch up the tempo a
I
little
like it.
bit.
I haven't seen you with hair in a very, very
That's
long
what you were
time.
saying.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you with hair in so long.
So I brought this little hairpiece last summer, like during COVID. I was like, I need something different. Then I tried it on. I was like, eh. But then I remembered it a few days ago. I was like, let me try it.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, we family. Tell me what you think.
Okay. Welcome to episode 88, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us on a Friday. We have a great show. It's great, right? I can call it great?
I mean, you can call it whatever you want.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be great? You read these notes?
We're gonna have fun today.
Okay.
We might switch some things around, okay?
We got a great show for y'all this evening, so thank y'all again so much for joining us. Listen, before we get started, you know how we do. Like the show, share the show, let us know you're watching. Be active in the comments. We'll do our best to talk back to you this evening. Let's go ahead and get into it. Have a little bit of vaccine talk. Vaccine is becoming widely available to mostly everybody, except for children at this point. You can walk in most places and get it. Like, you don't have to schedule an appointment anymore. Certain places in Columbia, you just walk in, get you a shot, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except Johnson & Johnson. Can't get that one no more. So apparently it's been paused because out of the millions of people who have taken this vaccine, 6 people have gotten blood clots. Apparently it's a rare disorder. It acts really weird, like the way that you would normally treat a blood clot is not how you should treat these. And so I think that was why the CDC and FDA issued the pause. So it was just a recommendation that it be paused, but major distributors like Kroger and CVS and others, they immediately halted their doses. So J&J, that's dead, son.
Interesting.
I knew not to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine anyway. They can't even make baby powder right.
They can't?
No, that could cause
Yeah, like
cervical cancer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, Johnson & Johnson. And it was like, they're the only ones with the one shot. And I'm
Yeah.
like, meh.
Yeah.
Something about that just does not feel right to me.
And can you imagine, like, whatever everybody's going through with the first shot and then the independent second shot, having all of that in one shot and dealing with all of that at one time?
And then get the blood clot.
And then get a blood clot. Yeah,
No,
thank you.
I thought it was weird that they were able to do one shot, whereas the other two required 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but it was a good thing, not necessarily for us, like people who were around like city centers or whatever, it didn't really matter. But for people in rural locations, it didn't have to be frozen. It was just a one shot. You could just go to somebody's house and distribute it. Like, you know, as far as getting people vaccinated, it worked a little bit better. I get distrust because, the no tears really doesn't mean no tears. But, I don't know. I think what's cool about this, though, is just, with only 6 people being reported, this shows how closely they're monitoring, what's happening with these. So for all the folks who were out there thinking that the vaccine was going to, it was like a signal at the end of the world or microchips or something. I don't know. They're paying attention. I don't know what to tell you.
Have they set a timetable when they're going to start allowing people to do Johnson & Johnson again, or is it kind of just like it's pulled indefinitely for right now?
No, it's supposed to be temporary, that's all.
It is a temporary recommendation, and it's the same thing that actually happened with AstraZeneca overseas, and that was restored like a couple days later. So.
But who gonna get it though?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
it's kind of shaking.
I think of it this way: like for most people, when you were going to go get the vaccine, I don't think, maybe this is just my experience, but I wasn't signing up for a specific one. Just when I showed up, what they had was what I got.
Oh no, I signed up for Pfizer.
Well, and you had different considerations.
Yeah. Well, I did it because that was the shot that all my doctor friends got back in like December and January. So if nothing else, I know that's the one that they've been, like, that's why I did it.
Which one did you get?
I was like, stick me, nigga, whatever you got.
they,
Put it right here.
gave him 2 flu shots. Good luck.
Yeah. So I got Moderna. So
Which is good, yeah. Like it was gonna be between those 2.
Yeah.
I was like Johnson & Johnson? No. Nope. What else we got?
That's crazy. They can't
Kellogg, sign me up.
even-
General Mills.
That frosted flakes.
Yep.
I didn't know about the baby pop thing. Like I had no idea.
That's a years old thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't get that one either. How you fuck up baby powder?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that they fucked up the baby powder, it's just that
They
talc
fucked up the people
can't
with
go,
the-
in the cuckoo.
I've never heard it called that before. That's the first time I've heard it called
I
that.
know that cell the people might jump
Interesting.
offline.
Cuckoo was the
Cuckoo?
best
I
option.
don't know. Vagina. Talc can't go in your vagina, okay?
It's so loud.
I'm literally calling it that from now on. It's
Cuckoo?
Hey, girl.
See how much you get. I ain't gonna be nothing to call my house. No.
That's literally the name of it.
Absolutely not.
Hey, girl, what that cuckoo do?
I'll be right
Heard
back.
that cuckoo is well.
Let me call you right back. Let me tell you what the hell this nigga said. And then gonna be on the other side of the phone like, you ain't never heard that before? Are you missing out?
I don't know, man. Well, I hope everybody continues to get the vaccines and, you know, everything's opening back up. Looks a little grim, but, you know, it's opening back up. You got mass shootings every day.
That
That was
was
a nice
Mass
segue.
shootings every day, you know.
Wasn't even a segue, but now
The
you're
police
talking
are
about
back shooting people again. Yeah.
They are.
It's,
They are. Yeah.
You know, I said something today. I was like, you know, can we go back on lockdown for just another month?
I think that, no.
Things just seemed so simpler when we were on lockdown.
That's probably why people acting out now. They have to get out the house, just doing stupid shit.
Yeah, that's true too.
I guess.
Do y'all remember how? So this is gonna sound like a weird question. Do y'all remember how we lived before the pandemic?
Before times?
Yeah. So like we all packed into one place, just all in each other's space, shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, you don't like people, so you.
But it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Going to restaurants and not really worried about like
Okay, yeah.
It's like just
who's
breathing,
supposed to
just breathing out
partying,
loud.
clubbing, yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Breathing out loud.
Breathing unashamed.
Yeah. Unapologetically breathing. It's a good time.
Oh man. Well, we're getting back to it. They're gonna be all in your shit again. No mask.
All up in your cuckoo.
Gosh.
I went to Marble Slab a couple of days ago, and there was this family that was in there. You know, you can tell mom, dad, kids. Nobody had on a mask, right? Nobody had on a mask, and they were like standing like really close to me, and I was like, "Hey guys."
You said something?
Absolutely.
Oh Lord.
This is
You
red.
weren't supposed to?
Right.
There's this red piece of tape right here that I'm supposed to stand behind.
You ain't supposed to?
Man, these people crazy these days. I ain't saying shit to
Don't
nobody.
you
I'm
listen,
just
Okay,
gonna
but you
back
gonna
up.
breathe in my
No,
eyes?
I'm just gonna back up.
So here's the thing.
Where you back up to?
Here's the thing. If you would have been wearing a mask, if they'd been wearing a mask, I probably would have said anything, right? But y'all standing here, all y'all maskless. You wife the kids. Y'all gotta back up. Y'all gotta back up to that line. You can't be standing next to me like that.
This is
What
the
they
same
say, though?
dude that like followed the arrows on the grocery store floor when COVID was like still a thing.
Yeah, I
He was
did
like,
that.
y'all not following these arrows.
I did get on you
These
about
arrows.
that.
I know where the canned peaches at. Shit, and I'm on the way.
Yeah, I did get on you about
You
that.
did.
Follow that
I was
arrow.
like,
Go down the
what's
alley
the
right
What
way.
did the family say?
They didn't really say anything. The dad looked at me like he was upset, like I was saying something to him, and I was just like, "Come on, man, just they put these things in place. The workers looking at him crazy. The workers wanted to say something, right? So I didn't say anything about the mask. I just said, "Hey, you standing too close to me. You need to back up." It's
Okay.
a line full of people wrapped around here. You need to back up some.
That's how you said it, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said something about that, not about that they didn't have a mask. Okay.
No. I said you standing too close to me. Essentially,
Okay.
like, I can't make you put on a mask, but you're standing too close to me. So back up, everybody. Hey, everybody, back up, so they can back up and stand where they're supposed to
I
stand.
just make a big scene.
That's better
That's
than
me.
asking him to move?
I just dramatic like that.
And she put my hair too.
Yeah. She got some.
Sheesh, be on the phone. Get people all in my neck.
He definitely gonna get beat up. Definitely gonna get beat up.
I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. Go ahead, John. I'm
No,
sorry.
sure. I would honestly rather talk about that than racist. Racist.
In
Some
my
more
backyard.
racist. Nothing but racist. Listen, we got like 3 different stories about racists. I don't really want to do 3 different stories about racists. So can we do racist speed dating real quick? So,
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We done all
Racist
kinds of terms.
speed dating.
Cuckoo,
Yeah.
racist speed dating.
Yeah, some racist race is speed dating real quick. So who's interested in being confronted in their own neighborhood? Well, we've got a Jonathan Pentland for you.
This is a local story.
This
It
is a
not
local
back
story.
yard.
This is a local
Yeah.
story. I definitely want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so there was a video that went viral a couple of days ago. What was that, like Wednesday? Something like that. Where a young black man was being confronted by a much larger, much balder, orcish-looking white man by the name of Jonathan Pentland. They were going back and forth about something. I have no idea what, while a couple of female onlookers looked on. From there, Pentland pushed, kind of shoved the younger black guy. Apparently he knocked his phone out of his hand, broke it. And then the video sort of cuts. Then there was a protest at his house. People vandalized his house. Family had to move. He got arrested.
Oh yeah, they broke the window.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, they threw some
Oh,
shit
come
through the
on,
second
guys.
story.
I'm gonna say people. It
I
was
was-
one person who did.
I was hoping they wouldn't do that.
Me
It
too.
I
was
was
one
hoping
person
they
who did
would.
it. So then the family had to move out in the middle of the night, and now there's just a cop car parked in his driveway.
Yeah, I was hoping they wouldn't vandalize the man.
I hope it not too. Hope it not.
Show up,
Jesus.
show up in numbers, be seen, but don't vandalize the man's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it looks so good to see everybody outside, like, peacefully, just like being black and together.
Mm-hmm.
You had to just go a step too far.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, did you say that he was arrested and charged and?
Yeah, so he was arrested. He was charged with assault in the 3rd degree, which is a misdemeanor. And he was suspended from his instructor duties because he is a drill sergeant at Fort Jackson. And his commanding officer is a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I love it.
yeah, it's
Love that.
kind of like a whole black chain of command
Yeah.
right up there. So, bad move, bro. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The situation, like, outside of the video seems a little complicated, so I was kind of interested in you guys' thoughts on this. Because apparently, before the incident that's on video, a couple days prior, on the 8th and the 10th, there were 2 other incidents involving a young black man. Potentially this same guy, but maybe not. Where one woman was sort of unwillingly touched, her shorts were pulled down, she managed to get away, which was okay. But she reported that to law enforcement. And then on the second incident, on the 10th, a young lady's baby was attempted to be taken like 3 times. She managed to get away, got the baby away, and contacted the authorities. Then after that, what we didn't see in the video was the young white woman who is to the left in the video actually went to Pentland's house and asked for his help dealing with this guy who, I've heard his name is DeAndre, but I don't know. So, yeah.
So I'm assuming that the lady who went to go get Pentland saw the black gentleman do these things the days prior, or was she assuming?
She was one of those people, I think. Wasn't she?
I think she was one
She
of the
was
people.
one of the people.
So then why not
She was
just call
having
the
her own
police and
incident
say
with-
he's back?
Well, I don't know if it was a situation of we called the cops already and we need like a quicker resolution for like right now in this moment. I don't know.
But he was definitively one of the ones. One of those situations he was involved in. You don't know.
So here's the thing. So Sheriff Leon Lott did come out and say that the person in the video, again maybe DeAndre, was involved in 2 previous incidents, but they would not be prosecuting. So
And he did say he has behavioral issues. He said something like that. But then it was like speculation that he may be autistic or something. So I'm speculating. So I don't know. I don't know if his family is watching or anything like that. So if I'm wrong with that, my apologies with that. But just from the video, just that scene, everyone says, so what's the backstory? What led up to the video? All that. That's good stuff. But in that moment when he was trying to walk away from him, walk away from Pentland, and he was speaking in a very low tone. He wasn't confrontational, argumentative with him. The guy just took it too far. Like, he should have just told him, should have said anything to him. Like, if you felt threatened by his presence, call 911.
like allow the girl into your house and then call the cops or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can see 2 sides to that. On the one hand, yeah, because that's what they're supposed to be there for. But then also, calling the cops could be a death sentence for the young black guy. So I don't know. There's 2 different ways you could potentially look at that. But there is the moment in the video where DeAndre takes a step towards his wife, which necessitates one of the shoves, which is kind of like, well, I mean, if some dude is stepping up on my wife.
I I didn't see him step. I saw him responding to something
Right.
that she said.
Yeah.
She said something and he was like, well, he came up to me
Yeah.
and he was like, hold on, you talking to my wife? And I'm
Yeah.
like, he's like, but she was talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I saw. Like, he didn't like take a step
Step to
like I'm
her.
trying to get
Yeah.
at her, but he was like, he was responding to her question with his hands and he was like, hold on, that's my wife. So your wife can say what she want to say to me, but I can't respond. I just didn't like his air of superiority
Yeah.
to him was what really just pissed me off. And like, you don't belong in this neighborhood. Does he actually live there?
I don't know.
See, and
yeah.
those are the parts of the story that we're missing. Like, if he lived there,
And I feel like that moment you don't belong in this neighborhood, that's when it turned racist.
exactly.
Like that,
Yeah,
that was the exact
that was
moment
it.
when it turned
That was
racist.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Like, so
You know what we do to your kind after sundown?
that's what it was, right? It's a sundown town, boy.
Some of the black ass neighborhood. What are you talking about, sir?
Absolutely.
You know now.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't never seen you out here before. We
Absolutely.
a tight knit community. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All of the community gonna be out this bitch.
Right.
Show you how tight we get.
Just in case you see me and they never recognized me before, just know I was out here.
Did you see the meme of everybody was that went viral of all the people out front of his house, and it was like, if come outside we ain't gonna jump you, what's the person?
We gonna break your windows and shit though.
Yep.
I tweeted about that. I got my first viral tweet.
You
did.
did. You
I
did.
had my
You
first
did.
viral tweet. I
You
tweeted
did.
about that. I tweeted this mugshot, so I forgot what I said.
It's
You said this is the kind of
This
content I like
is
to
the
see. I
content,
hate to
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
How many times did you
Notifications
retweet it?
just keep going
Let's
on.
see.
It was in the 3,000? No, that was the likes.
The likes were in the
3,000.
I don't know, 3,000 or 5,000.
But it's still
Retweets
going.
were like it's still
Yeah.
going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still going.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I tweeted it and then it didn't go up until like midnight. So it started pinging at midnight. I went to sleep, woke back up. I had over 400 notifications.
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't gonna work.
Wow.
It's annoying.
'Cause I signed into one of my accounts and it hadn't refreshed yet. So it had like 12 retweets and like 4 likes or something like that.
Yeah,
And then the refresh was like 3,000. Like, I was like, oh shit.
yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, I had to mute that because that ain't it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could have been easily resolved. I kind of feel like you feel like that's the situation where you want to get law enforcement involved, but here and as of late, law enforcement, you can't really trust them to do their jobs properly. So
Draw the right weapon.
right,
Yeah.
so it's a situation where damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm not sure when she went and got that guy, Petman, I'm not sure if she saw the situation going differently than it did, or if she knew it was going to escalate the way it did. Because I'd rather have it escalate with the police there than have it escalate with this random white man who we don't know. So,
Yeah.
DeFella Monroe said that his parents do live in the neighborhood.
Oh.
Okay,
So-
well, you go on
So
there.
there's that. Yeah.
You go on there.
they know who to try.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they know
And
who
you
to try.
won't try no more though.
No,
No,
Sure,
you
they
won't try no more.
so they move. They gone.
They
Well, I'm
got
gonna
witness
just
protection
move.
or something.
Yeah.
Witness protection.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, oh, it's whiteness protection.
Oh,
Jeez Louise.
But yeah.
it did happen hella quick though. It happened hella quick.
Like, I think, wouldn't it happen like 4 something? I went to go pick up my son from after school at like 5:30, and one of the camp counselors in there told me, he was like, yo, something popped off in the summit, my homeboy hit me up. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was texting me now. I was like, and then when I got home, it went viral. Just like, it went viral quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from one bad thing to another, so we've got the situation with Dante Wright and Kim Potter. Yeah, just kind of going.
Oh, touch on it?
Yeah, just real quick. Kim Potter is stupid. She pulled a gun instead of a taser, said taser, 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 and killed a guy.
They killed him.
Yeah, young 20-year-old.
And she's now been charged with manslaughter.
She has in the second degree. 10 year sentence, $20,000 fine.
20-year-old father, or 19. 20-year-old father.
Mm-hmm.
10 miles from a Derek Chauvin trial. So it's in Minneapolis. So I was like, this city is under a lot of
Yeah.
turmoil because you have 2 separate protests that are going on right now. You have a verdict that's about to come out Tuesday, Wednesday, sometime next week. So Minneapolis, how much do you love your city? They're going to burn that shit down like they burnt Ferguson down.
Buckle up, Bird.
Yeah. Definitely want to send love to his family. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect things to happen this way. He called his mom. He got pulled over. I'm guessing so she can kind of talk him through it, you know.
No, I asked for the insurance card.
Is that what you called for?
Mhm.
Okay. So I don't know how it escalated that far. He had warrants. He had warrants.
You didn't watch the
from other
video?
counties. I watched. Well, the thing was, the video I saw was cut up, like it was pieces.
So what happened was he was pulled over for the air freshener hanging in the rear view mirror. So apparently in Minneapolis it's illegal to have air fresheners hanging from your rear view mirror.
Y'all just want
Yeah.
the car to stand?
So they pulled him over. And then upon pulling him over, I guess they was, you know, there's a tail light as well or whatever. So, you know, they got him out the car, license, registration. He didn't have the insurance stuff because he called his mother looking for it. So they asked him to step out and they ran his stuff. The officer came back and he was like, just putting him in handcuffs. He was still calm as he was putting him in the handcuffs. Then he was like, you got warrants. And he was like, oh no, I'm trying to slide back into the car. And then a little struggle ensued. Taser, pop, and he took off. And his girlfriend was in the passenger seat. Took off and crashed. And he died on the scene. At that moment, his mother FaceTimed him back because she trying to figure out why did her son hang up abruptly. And the girlfriend answer was like, they shot him. And so then she like pans the phone to her dying son in the driver's seat. And they pulled him out, they doing CPR, honestly, they couldn't save him.
She
Yeah,
talking about
taser, and shot him with a gun.
Yeah, taser, shot him with a gun and said, shit, I just shot him.
Shit, I just shot him. So we'll see. We'll be on the lookout for that, unfortunately.
So much for just touching on that. So Usher Bucks. Can we move to
Usher Bucks. I'm
Usher
ready.
Bucks. All right.
Usher
all right.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Usher card.
So Usher.
Get an Usher card. He should. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Usher went to a strip club and made it rain with money with his face on it. So a dancer by the name of Pisces shared an image of ones, 20s, and Pisces.
Okay.
Pisces, yeah. Shared an image of ones, 20s, and hundreds that he threw, and they all had his mohawk face on them.
Why does he still wear that mohawk?
That's a good question though.
It's like 10 years.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, and she basically said that, you know, he should be blasted on social media for it. Well, he was.
Usher Bucks.
Which I think is dumb, because she know that he dropped real money too.
Yeah.
Like, you was just trying to make yourself famous for a second, because it wasn't like that was the only money he threw. When I saw this story, I was like, Usher is too rich to just be throwing fake money in the club. Plus, it's in Vegas where his residency is. Like, you don't think that somebody would catch on to that?
Right.
And then on top of that, somebody else, I guess, reshared her original image and was like, this is why we stay away from celebrities, always be corny and broke or whatever, like singing and shit. Yeah, so, but like you said, they knew that he threw actual money the whole night, and he left that back behind to promote his residency in Vegas, like you said. Yeah.
Like, you don't think he would just, like, he would just throw fake money and go back to work? Like, they won't know where to find him?
Right.
They got his face.
Right.
So,
Sir, is this you?
So like the
I
club
said, the boy
owner.
got his own money. The boy got his own
Oh, money! That's what I thought of when I saw
Yeah,
that.
like,
He's
come
a
on.
prince.
Coming to America.
I know. I got the reference.
Okay,
Don't
you
do
said-
me.
You was just sitting there.
Don't
like,
do me.
she got
I
so
got
Don't
the
act like,
reference.
now don't act like you can't be
But
done sometimes.
we talked about coming to
We did.
America,
We
okay?
did.
Don't do me. Not
that
that
hair flip. So much
way.
hair.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Somebody, the manager.
Oh, the club owner, he released a statement saying, you know, Usher did pay with regular money and stuff, whatever. And then Pisces put out another statement. Oh, you know, he did give us real money and stuff, girl. You got threatened with your life.
You
or
know,
something.
you know she did it.
She was like, I don't understand how this escalated to this, and he gave out real money. That's not what I meant by it.
Wait,
What you mean?
So how do you not understand that escalate? You asked for it to escalate.
Like you said,
It's Usher.
like you was very clear in what your comment, your post, your caption said. I was like, somebody must have threatened her with a good time.
What was funny to me was after it originally like kind of started to pop off, whatever the original couple of posts and a couple of retweets or whatever. Usher's only response was a picture of him wearing a bucket hat made out of real ones. Like that's how he responded to the whole situation.
The Beyonce rap.
Yeah. The funniest thing that I saw was a tweet that said, what did it say? God, it said, we're trying to come out of a pandemic and Usher out here paying strippers with Wonderworld bucks. I immediately thought about you when I was like, okay, this is Eddie Murphy reference. She'll get it. She'll get it.
Oh, good times.
Oh my god.
I didn't get that one.
You didn't get that one?
Nope.
It's a Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Okay.
I love this group.
We haven't been together in a while.
It feels like it's been longer than 3 weeks.
It
It
does.
does feel like a hell of a long time.
It
Does it
does.
feel like a long time, y'all? We missed y'all. Did you
Definitely
miss
missed
us?
you.
We know you missed us. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so do we want to get into our?
Well, hang on before we do that.
Well,
Usher was in Vegas promoting his residency coming up.
mm-hmm.
Is that what he was doing?
Mhm.
Okay. I really wanted to go see that, but it's like the residencies. He has like 7 dates in July, and then like 3 or 4 in December.
What,
Is that a
how
residency?
works?
That's what I was saying.
So he's
res-
like literally just gonna be a resident for
he
like
has
5 months.
he has
He's
7 or
gonna chill at
8
the
dates
house.
in July, and then a few in December, and that is
It's
it.
really like 2 months.
Well, I'm saying like 5 months. He's gonna be chilling.
Because I really wanted to go see it, and I was like, okay, well maybe because I'm going to Vegas soon. I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna change my dates and see if we can figure something out. But I ain't going to Vegas in July. It's not really the move.
Hot as hell.
How does it? Yeah. How does it?
Different type of vibe.
So, but I don't know. Maybe I wanted to see it, but I don't guess it happened. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good, you good. I was just gonna get into the feature discussion, which you brought to us.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and expedite this and go to my Instagram. Oh, damn it.
I had the whole tweet there anyways.
Yeah, but there was some extra stuff that came, some new stuff. So, like 2 days ago, the game tweeted, maybe I'm old school, but my woman ain't paying one damn bill. Not rent, not mortgage, not a car note, not nails, hair, clothes,
Oh, I don't know what that is. Just groceries. Just groceries.
groceries. If you're taking care of home, cooking, and effing the S out of me,
Oh, you can't cuss now.
all of a sudden. Life on me, period. And then he came back
Today. Oh, yesterday.
today, yeah, something like that. And he was like, why she gotta pay half the rent? She giving you half the
P word.
cuckoo or something?
Cuckoo.
You only get the cool.
You're cool, right? He was like, shut up. He was like, niggas killed me since the beginning of time. Real men have always taken care of shelter, providing and protecting. If you ain't got it, go get it. If you're lucky enough to land an independent woman who works her ass off and still comes home to cook, clean, take care of kids, and go crazy sexually, let her slack what she make in case, let her stack what she makes in case y'all need it one day, and still handle everything as a man. Everybody's different, but it just ain't in me to let my woman share the worry of anything. I feel good carrying that load and I'm not changing. The term, I got it, baby, don't worry about it, makes women's soul smile, heart warm, and cuckoo get more moist than perfect Toll House cookies. But what do I know?
Is that? Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Warm? I don't know. So,
Gooey.
disgusted by you. So, what I wanted to know is what you all's thoughts are about that statement. How do you guys feel? Like Dom asked a good question. Is it overbearing, misogynistic, or just right, or something else? And why are we still listening to him?
Why are we listening to this goofy ass?
I don't think Game is the guy to give anybody any kind of relationship advice.
Not at all.
No.
Here's the
Not at
thing.
all.
I don't have a problem with what it is that he said. I think if that works for him, it is for him. Not everybody has that luxury where they can take care of their woman or their spouse, their fiance, whatever it is, significant other. I think the large percent of men, if they had it like that, they would do it that way. But not everybody has it like that, and everybody can do it like that. And not everybody sells dope or raps to the point where we can do that. If it's for you, it's for you. If it works for you and your household and you and your lady, then fine, do that. But don't jump on social media, talking outside of your neck when you a piece of shit. Like, Game is a piece of shit in real life. So I'm not really taking him seriously.
They got beef.
So you don't believe that he actually does that, or you believe even if he does, so what? You're the game.
I mean, I believe he would if he, you know, I'm not sure if Game has a wife or anything like that. I believe he would because he has the money to do that, but Game is kind of a serial philanderer, so I don't really know. Like, at what point does she get to that point where it's life on you, where you're not out here embarrassing her on reality TV?
Right. Yeah.
When does she cross that threshold where it's life on you? Because the examples that you showed me so far are the exact opposite. So,
I've never seen him with anybody except for his
Children's mother.
Yeah, his children's mother. So I don't know.
you gonna eat them all? I see.
But was this my
Get
box?
Hmm?
Was this my box or was
Yeah.
that supposed to? Okay. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I've never known him to be with anybody except his children's mom. Child.
Two, the smallest.
Two, but he had another one with somebody else. I need the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and she was very nice. She seemed like she was very nice. They
Very
were showing it
everything.
together. Yeah, she was beautiful. She was older than him, but gorgeous. So yeah, what do you feel, John?
So I think the idea is fine. Honestly, if anybody else had come out and said it almost literally the way he said it, I feel like people would have been fine with it, right? Because like he let it off with maybe I'm old school. Like he was admitting at the start of it, like, you know, maybe this ain't for everybody. But for me, I'm gonna pay for everything. Literally everything. Now if you got it like that, like Neighbor said, you know, that's cool as long as that's an agreement that you reach between yourselves, like that's what works for your relationship. But what I don't think you should do as the man in the relationship is impress upon a woman that this is the way it's gonna be. Because what this can do is really strongly control and restrict another person's life.
Come on, John.
If your name's not on any bill, any account, you're not paying for anything, nothing's in your name, then you have no financial freedom. If all the money is coming from, you know, your significant other, then what you gonna do if things go sideways?
Absolutely.
When you cheat, you can't go nowhere, you know, so you stuck. You stuck.
Yeah.
So if you do want something like this, especially in you know the year 2021, you know, just make sure you got some accounts in your name. Make sure you're squirreling some money away or something.
Maybe
So
that's
it's okay.
maybe that's the space he's trying to create though.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he said that.
I
in the
wanna-
follow-up.
give you the world, I wanna still do my thing, but you can't go anywhere
Oh, yeah.
because I'm giving you everything you want, need, taking care of you, whatever.
Mhm.
You haven't worked for years or whatever it is. Like, who was it? I think that's what people thought was gonna happen when Shawnee O'Neal divorced Shaq. They're like, what's she gonna do?
Mhm.
She's been kept all these years, but Shawnee was putting money to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she came out of that marriage and like created her own businesses and stuff. But from what the game is trying to, or not trying to, but what I'm getting from it is like, I want to own your life. I want to put you in this bubble so that I can go out here and do whatever I want to do and come home to you, and you're not going to go anywhere because you have nothing
Mhm.
without me.
I like when you said it. You did the hair flip like games out here, like with his daughter, like just like.
I feel like what I didn't like about his statement was that if she's doing all of these things, then you should be taking care of her. And he threw in the sexual aspect because to me it kind of made it seem like I'm doing all this stuff for you. You better be doing all this stuff for me. Like you better be cooking, cleaning, and fucking me wild. Like whenever I want it. You know what I'm saying? And that might not have been what he meant, but like to me, it's like if it's something that you want to do, then don't be putting all these stipulations on it. You know what I mean? Like if you want to take care of somebody and they don't have to pay for nothing, hair, nails, groceries, rent, car note, insurance, whatever, just do it because that's what you want to do. But don't say if she's doing this, and this, then
I'm gonna do this.
right, because it kind of implies if she's not
Don't force it.
fucking you crazy, then if she's not fucking you crazy,
Boy
then
behind the camera.
if she's not fucking you crazy, then like you only get half of what I got.
Or
Like
none,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm just gonna.
yeah.
It's gonna depend on how much you're doing. And that's what you get. Like for me, I don't want to be in a situation where, like, I'm like I have to ask you to go do things that make me feel like if I want to get my nails done, I don't want to be like, hey, I'm about to get my nails done. Can you cash at me some dollars? Like I'm gonna stop at Chipotle to throw extra 15 on there. Like I don't want to be in a situation where I'm not contributing anything to the relationship but sex and lasagna. Like I do more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like his mentality is very like, you do all the womanly stuff and then I'll take care of everything. Like, I like going to work. Like, I'm independent. Don't get me wrong. I would love for you to pay these big bills. Like,
Yeah.
the rent, the electricity,
The car
you want to take care of some car notes, you can do that. But I don't have no problem with buying groceries or paying water, you know what I'm saying? Or like going to get our cars washed. Like, I want to be able to say that I contribute to the situation in some way so that if, like Dom said, things don't work out, it's like, okay, well, let's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here like, oh my God, what am I about to do? Like, how am I going to get my nails done? I can't afford no groceries. Like, I ain't even working. He been giving me an allowance. He about to take all that shit back. Like, I just can't see myself not contributing in some way.
Yeah. Because like there's two things, right? So one, there's like an employee-employer dynamic to this.
Mhm.
Like it's these. All right, so three things, right? So there's that dynamic, and then it's also like the woman's responsibility is taking care of the house, cooking, and sex, right? Like it's her job to initiate all of that.
Mhm.
Like that's
Right.
always gotta be her. Like I
Yeah.
can't get in the kitchen
You go
with
ahead and
something.
finish frying up these eggs so I can give this man some head.
Right.
Y'all know how he is. I'm gonna call you back. Like, what?
He needs his eggs and head. I know.
Eggs and head.
Pancakes and cuckoo.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Flapjacks and cuckoo.
Enough. Enough.
I'm never gonna let it go.
Yeah. So, but Leah, like, you never said like how you would feel.
I mean, I would definitely like to be kept. I
Okay.
mean, I might accept the role for a few months, you know, tired of paying bills on my own. I would love a,
Yeah, a nice
you
little
know,
break.
a little break,
Nice
a
little
little
break.
break.
Yeah.
But then I probably would want to start contributing some type of way.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know. But like you said, like if you want to get your hair, your nails done, want to go have a night out in town with your girls, you don't want to be asking nobody for no dang on. You don't want to be asking nobody for no dang on money. Like, hey, can I get $100 so I can go hang out with my friends?
Well, what time you coming back?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, you know, like,
I don't like. I got my own money.
you're not my daddy. Yeah, like
But if you want to give me some extra while I'm going, that's fine.
Right.
But yeah, I don't want to be, tied down like that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like afterward, when it doesn't work out or whatever, then like he feels like he gets the right to be able to say, like, she's a broke bitch, she ain't bring nothing to the relationship, she ain't had shit, I made that bitch. You know,
Yep,
like,
and
all
you
that
sitting
stuff.
over there looking all dumb, like,
Like,
all
yeah.
that head. All that head I gave your ass.
You are so
What
I don't know.
My mama is watching. Hey girl.
oh yeah.
All that
You
head.
ain't never go home. Now I'm a broke bitch.
Now I never did nothing. Now I never did nothing.
Neck all hurting.
Right.
Y'all a mess.
That was funny. That was good.
Good times. Good times. So Sam said that she was like, yeah, like I want it. Pay all the bills. Yeah, like please, pay it all. And I'm not mad at that.
Not at all. Not like I say, if that's the situation and that man can afford to pay all the bills, or he takes a situation where he pays all the large bills
Mhm.
and then you pay all the smaller bills, that's cool. But still, put you some money to the side so if something ever happens and y'all split, you have a way to land on your feet. You're not sitting in the corner. He then came back and took the Lambo.
Mhm.
Put the Lambo back to the dealership.
For the Quavo.
Pull the Quavo, took the Lambo back to the dealership.
He leased that thing, by the way.
He on social media calling you a broke bitch, and
Mhm.
put some money to the side. I feel that.
Again, if it works for y'all.
Yeah.
I never known nobody that had that kind of money, so
Right.
I'm talking like I'm talking, but let me
So let's speak into existence.
let me
I'll
meet
try.
somebody with that kind of money and my story might change. I might not want to log in every day to go to work.
Can I go part time? Is that
Right? Can we still do that?
Can leaders be part-time? Is that a thing?
Like, okay, no, all right. I'm taking 2 week vacation.
Maybe 4 days out of it.
Right.
Not the full 5.
I'm a little short.
Well, this wig is hot. Wigs are not for me. I am.
I got kids,
Go
but-
ahead.
Yeah.
Sweating.
What?
She know you said hair.
It's moist.
It is like my forehead.
You might as
is
well go ahead and snatch it off.
I
Don't play
would.
on air. Don't.
They like we know she like we don't know what she look like underneath.
I ain't sponged my hair or nothing, but if it was sponged, it would have come up by now. Oh.
How much longer we got? Because I don't want to do that.
She's struggling. That's the end of the notes. She's struggling over there.
Them.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever try it?
No, so I didn't get the time to try it. But so I think we should still talk about it as a warning to everybody out there who may not have already seen it, because you went through the experience,
It
right?
was the worst thing ever.
Yeah. So
You watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
she's a trooper. Dedicated.
Oh my gosh. So you probably seen like a preview of the show. It's a 10-episode show called Them on Amazon Prime. And it's got some amazing actors in it, but essentially it's just like a black family that moved from North Carolina to Compton in the 1940s. And Compton at the time was like all white. So this black family that moved into this all white neighborhood and basically like tried to survive the torture that ensued. And so it wasn't just about like them moving into this black neighborhood and then trying to survive, but it was also about them fighting spirits as well. So we found a way to make black trauma a psychological thriller. So it's fun for the whole family.
And this is Lena Waithe. It's like
She's an executive producer.
Yeah.
So Little Marvin wrote it.
Yeah.
And they both executively produced it, and somebody else, a white man. But when I tell y'all, I've seen Roots, I've seen Rosewood, I've seen 12 Years a Slave, I saw Detroit. I'm just thinking of some of the worst things I've ever
Tour
seen.
de force of
black
pain.
trauma.
To get black trauma.
Mhm.
This was absolutely the worst thing I have ever seen. Like the most traumatic thing I've ever seen. And it wasn't even real. Like it wasn't even based off a real story. Like all the ones that I just mentioned, that was real. You know what I'm saying? Like those are real life stories. So yeah, they're hard to watch, but at least you get like some historical content, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you they tortured these people from the minute it started,
Like, how did they torture? Was it like
Very
physical torture,
end.
psychological, or
all of it.
Okay.
So like when they got there, and I'm just telling y'all now some spoilers. I personally, as a black person, like, and I never do this, I would not suggest anybody watch it. I know a lot of people who were so traumatized that they had nightmares after one particular episode, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, like, from the minute they got there, like, they were in North Carolina, and this woman walked onto the property. The woman was home by herself with her infant son. He's probably like 6-7 months old,
The
right?
black family, like the main.
Yeah,
she's home
black
with her.
family. White woman walks on the property, and she's like, "Hey!" She starts singing this song that reminded her of like the olden days when everybody was slaves. And she was like, "Okay." So her baby started crying, and she's like, "I'm coming." And she was like, "Oh, was that your baby?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "What's his name?" And she's like, "Chester." And she was like, "Can I have him?" She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go inside now." So then they cut to the family now moving to California, but it's her husband and their 2 oldest daughters. The baby boy is now no longer there, right? The kid is gone. So they get there, they move in, and then the same night that they move in, like this, everybody that's all the white females in the neighborhood, like pull up chairs and sit right outside of their house and play this music, like this music that's supposed to like torture you. They played it like the entire day, right? They kill their dog the first like couple days there. Their children like pissed on their fresh laundry. They tied up all of these like dolls from nooses, hung them all around their porch, like lit nigga heaven, like put it in like fire starter, spelled out nigga heaven, lit it on fire. So now their yard is burned with nigga heaven on it. And I like the fact that they didn't actually like pick it up. They didn't pick it up. They left it out there. So of course, a couple days later, the next door neighbor, which is like the antagonist of the whole entire show, because she wanted him going so bad. She's like, "Are you guys gonna clean this up? Like, civilized people don't live like this." And she's like, "My thoughts exactly, right? Y'all did this shit. Y'all come clean it up." Like, so on top of the fact that the physical white people are haunting them, the husband is being haunted by somebody in blackface. It's a spirit that tortures him and makes him feel bad for not being at home. The oldest daughter is being tortured by this fake white girl that's trying to talk her into being white. So she drives her crazy. The youngest one's being tortured and haunted by this fake teacher in a book that she's reading called Miss Vera. And the mom is being like haunted by this old burnt up Abraham Lincoln looking guy And he apparently has driven all the black women in the community insane to where they have killed their families and they're now in insane asylums, right? So we find out later that the Abraham Lincoln dude, like East Compton was a ground where there was all white people, and 2 black travelers came and he was being really nice to them, and then he read in the Bible someplace that he's not supposed to be nice to strangers. So then they killed these people, the black people, and now he has to haunt the whole neighborhood after it's burned
That's
down.
too much.
I'm not finished. This
I'm
is the
sorry.
worst
Oh,
part.
okay.
The worst part.
Okay.
So we finally find out what happens to the baby, right? They take us back to 1942. So she says, "Can I have him?" The lady goes in the house, the black woman. She takes her son, tries to quiet him, tries to hide him. The lady, white lady, is with 2 other white men. They break into the house, right? They pin her down, and one of them starts to rape her. The woman hears the child, goes and gets the child, puts the baby in a pillowcase. The other guy then switches so that he can now rape her, and now they toss this baby in a pillowcase back and forth, like just tossing it around, called cat in a bag. And then she takes the baby in a pillowcase and swings it around, killing the baby.
Okay.
Why do you think we would want to see this? And it was something like that every episode. 10 episodes. Hour-long episodes. And then at the end, they defeat the spirits. But they still have an angry mob of white people waiting outside of their homes ready to continue to torture them. It was the worst
What a
thing
lie.
I have ever seen in my life. It is the worst. Like, I'm shaking now thinking about how terrible it was. And the only reason I finished it was because I was hoping it was going to have like a Django, Get Out, Lovecraft country ending. It was completely and I had to go on the internet afterwards because I just wanted to see why the hell, like, who was this for?
Mm-hmm.
Who was this for? Because you cannot think that we as black people would want to watch something like this and think this was really good. I can't wait till season 2. So I'm reading the article from Lil Marvin, and they're like, so what was the most traumatic part about making this, like what was the most traumatic part about making this show? And he was like, well, the fact that once the show was over, we had to get right back to work. And I'm like, so this shit didn't impact you in any other way? Like
when they were done with this process, they had to get back to work. Like, this was fun.
Yeah, like, oh, this, like, I was just like, for a minute, I was literally like, you know what? I'm really shaking. I'm not supporting Lena Waithe ever again.
People been done with her.
Like, I'm not, like, how could you get behind this as a black person? Like, I literally felt like this was for white racists who missed the good old days. Because they got 10 hours of everything they could have ever wanted from us. Now, the acting, the soundtrack, cinematography was all good. But I got that from Love Jones. Like, I don't understand why we needed to do this. It was, like, the worst thing I have ever seen. It was the worst. And I'm telling you, like, if this is the one thing I will tell black people not to watch or support, it would be this. And I don't like that, obviously, for the actors, but there is no way I could have been an actor and gotten behind this. Like, there is no way. I'm all about, artistic expression, but this right here, it's made up, number one, and it is the most traumatic thing I have ever seen. It was terrible. So if you haven't watched it, please don't watch it. Like, don't. Terrible. Like, some people could even make it past the first 2 episodes. Like, I have people on my Facebook page that are just like, who, like, literally, like, why? Why did you do this? It was terrible. It was terrible. Terrible. I want them to take it off, and I get pissed because I keep seeing the previews. I keep seeing them on TV, and I'm like, y'all gotta cut this shit out, because, like, most people aren't making it past, like, episode 3. They don't even know what happens to the baby, because that doesn't come until, like, episode 7, maybe. Treacherous.
Wow.
A lot.
Well, that sounds terrible.
It was.
So when I saw it, I was at my in-laws' house, and we saw it scroll across the top or whatever, saw black people in them, and like, you could tell it was meant to like pull on the demographic that loves Jordan Peele, right? Because them sounds like us or whatever, So like all of us were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. If any of you guys are listening right now.
Yeah, do not, because at least in with us, that wasn't like
It wasn't
overtly, like
torture
it
porn,
wasn't
for one.
yeah, and then it wasn't like a racial thing either. Like they were like technically they were like literally fighting clones of themselves.
It was all black people.
Yeah, they were black people, and so
And the white people that were in it got.
they definitely did. Like got hard,
Yeah.
and they were. No, we kind of weren't victorious at the end of that one.
Well, we weren't.
Kind of.
We couldn't lose.
We could, yeah,
We
but,
were them.
but yeah. So, but either way, like it didn't end like with Lovecraft Country. It ended with like technically the eradication of like evil white,
supremacy,
evil white racism. So, like in Django, like we saw how Django ended. Like they rode off into the sunset on a horse. So
it was beautiful.
it was beautiful. So this was not that. No, watch something else. I think that's a good idea.
No,
Cool.
note there.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
You got anything?
I don't.
Okay.
I do have a shout out.
Oh, okay. We there? I didn't know we were there.
Oh,
Okay.
you said you got anything, but I don't know what.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm waiting for shout out time.
Oh, okay. We got anything else to talk about before we wrap it up?
So abrupt.
Bullet points.
Huh? No, we don't.
Yeah,
Those are good.
those didn't run out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can do shout outs. Go ahead.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Oh
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
How did we read that
DMX.
off of the notes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it was last week. Like, stuff happened so fast,
Yeah.
you know?
so much.
But yeah, rest in peace, DMX. Legend. That's what you are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nah, never mind. I was gonna bring up the clip of him talking about like how I don't even want to do that. This has been sad enough. So we're good. Rest in peace, DMX.
Absolutely.
You were missed. You were
Yeah,
missed.
absolutely.
I did see someone say his verses was his flowers. Glad he got one.
Mhm.
So here, I thought that was a
Mhm.
beautiful thought. So
Yeah, it
I'm
really
happy about
was.
that.
I love, like, what I loved about DMX is everybody knew that he was struggling, but that man knew how to get a prayer off. You hear me?
Absolutely.
Like, that man, he knew what he was going through, but he knew. It was like a back and forth.
So after he passed, I went back and I watched a lot of his prayers on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It was so touching.
It was.
The prayers are so touching.
So
You
genuine.
close your eyes, you feel
Yeah.
like you're there with him.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he was
Beautiful.
just so open about the fact that, like, a lot of his prayers, like, was, I'm still learning how to do this. No, sir, you got it. You're good, as humble as you
And they
are.
rhymed.
Yeah, he's a poetic genius.
Your
A
prayers
poetic
rhyme,
genius.
sir?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my prayers are just so unorthodox.
You because
It's like me and God just sitting there drinking Hennessy together and we just shooting shit. Me and
You
God.
and God.
me and God
what's
sitting there
up,
drinking
guy?
Hennessy together.
It's me, Pam.
What's
This
good, my
is-
guy? Yo.
Can you say me and God just shooting the shit?
You can't, obviously,
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, it happens.
because like, never mind.
Jesus is my
Alright.
nigga.
Yeah.
Can you say Jesus is my nigga?
You
It just
can.
happened. So
You can.
yeah.
You can.
I
Maybe it's
mean-
not really a cuss word.
Yeah,
And
and the point
Skin of bronze, hair like wool.
You believe it?
Jesus is my nigga.
Okay.
and like the point's like we're not comparing prayer. Like how you pray is how you pray. You know,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe don't cuss out God, but I mean, whatever. You made the words.
Or bring Hennessy to the prayer.
Well,
Well, as long as he ain't drunk, he fine. Cause I'm sure God got a glass of wine.
Oh, good show, everybody.
They used to drink wine like
Yeah,
they turned
yeah, yeah.
water into the wine for the people.
Yeah.
He wants y'all to toast up a little bit.
it's a little bit.
They got their wine, I got
What
the
the
Henny.
content was.
Yeah.
They Henny corn?
Back then.
No, yeah.
That wine might have been Hennessy. All right. And now we're at the end.
Lee, you got any shout outs?
My mama.
Hey, mama. Mama was watching.
Mama, she was
Hey,
watching.
girl.
We appreciate
We
you.
appreciate. Sorry about them eggs in here, but it's okay.
Y'all gonna have a conversation about that.
At this point, she knows what she watching.
She grown. I'm grown.
She know what we
She
is.
is grown.
Pause.
Let me go ahead. Let me just go ahead and run this real quick, and then you can bring up the rear.
Right.
What?
No.
Oh, okay. Listen. So thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Make sure you guys check out our other programs. Clearference New episodes every Monday. Another Angle, new episodes every Tuesday. King Speak is getting ready to film another volume, which will be coming out sometime next month. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're here every other Friday at 7:30. We good? I saw you put your hand up. Okay. We're here every other Friday. Make sure you check out Eavesdrop. Go follow. I'm actually wearing a hat. Go follow Eavesdrop. Make sure you go check out his shows. I think that is all that I have. Yes, go ahead.
Shout out to Leah's Wigmaker. Shout out to my wife. I really appreciate you. Shout out to all the parents who are watching this show. Shout out to the watchers, the viewers, and the listeners. Hey, so first and foremost, if you want to support the show, please go rate us 5 stars wherever you find podcasts, but especially on Apple Podcasts. I forgot to shout out the people listening on Power 106, also on Monday mornings, 9 a.m.-ish. Hey, commutes are coming back, so we're there for that. We still got you. Also, if you want to catch the replay of this and hear all about Cuckoo and Eggs and Head and everything that we had to offer, Jesus is our nigga. You can find it on
He
YouTube.
is.
That's the show title, Eggs and Head.
What?
I'm like, I thought Jesus is my nigga. We're not gonna do
It
that.
was. I think like the eggs and head.
I don't know, but go ahead.
We had some gems this show. We had some
We
gems.
definitely dropped some.
Yeah, gotta make some shirts. But yeah, that's it. That's it.
He
I
did.
I miss it.
right after the Wigs
Sorry,
Maker.
shit.
Shout out to Corey behind the camera. I'm sorry, brother. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that commented. Sam was in here. Your mom commented, right? She said something? No?
She came in though.
And she
Michael
so
McQueen. I'm not sure I know.
I don't either, but I missed this comment.
Okay. Yeah. So if you commented, shout out to you. I'm sorry I didn't want to go back through it. We appreciate you. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. All hearts, minds clear? Yes? For myself, Leah J, E. Cherie, Dom, Diggity, Coy behind the camera. Y'all be blessed. We'll see y'all soon. Peace and love.
Peace.
Ching, ching, ching.